Welcome back to Views with Hughes, Culture and News. This is Jerome Hughes. Now, let's go ahead and get right into it. So, as you all have known, Donald Trump is changing a lot of stuff this past week, doing a lot of work, and woke Hollywood is looking to have an epic showdown with our newly re-inaugurated President Trump, Donald Trump. So, as you all know, Hollywood, supposed to be the land of the dreams and the silver screen, has decided they wanted to go ahead and go toe to toe with President Donald Trump. But guess what? They're not just looking for a fight. See, they're also trying to go ahead and take a bow for Donald Trump's success. They're trying to cash in on it. That's like saying, it's like they're saying, hey, look at us. We've made Donald Trump the star he is, while at the same time declaring war on him. Now, talk about wanting it both ways with Donald Trump. It seems like they're actually looking to destroy him while looking to take credit for the good things that he's going to do. Okay, so that's no surprise right there. But according to a piece from the Hollywood Reporter, no president has ever played the entertainment game as much as Donald Trump. All right. Now, they bring up this particular quote from Robert McKee saying something along the lines of, a protagonist is only as good as the opposition they face. You see, Donald Trump might not have ever sat in a screenwriting class, but he's actually got this knack for storytelling that's just spot on, according to them. Okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. You see, woke Hollywood is trying to go ahead and spinning that everything Donald Trump does is just him acting, not really running the country. You see, they're painting his whole political journey as some sort of big blockbuster movie, okay? And they also mentioned how, he's always casting Hollywood in the bad guy role, which, let's be honest, has been his go-to move. But I mean, now they're saying that his second term is going to make things even weirder with Hollywood. But the fact is, Hollywood's always been weird, and it's leaving the industry in limbo, financial and legislative uncertainty. Okay, then they also drag in Ronald Reagan, saying that he was an actor first, but he had his balance of leadership and showmanship. Donald Trump, on the other hand, they claim that, he has never seen a TV trick that he didn't want to use. And it's like they're trying to go ahead and say he's all show, but no substance. Okay. But why would we even care about this particular impact of Donald Trump to Hollywood? Well, because Hollywood, once the darling of the Democrats, feel like, they've been kicked to the curb in this culture war. Now, even the Los Angeles Times is out here admitting it, saying that the culture shift is a backlash against what they see as years of trying to control what we think, pushing for a more censored world like they do in China, all thanks to Donald Trump. Okay. But the fact of the matter is that Hollywood's clout is simply fading fast, and people are not falling for the celebrity spiel anymore, especially not with Donald Trump around. Now, remember when they, called Harrison Ford a climate refugee because of the wildfires? Well, it's like they're living in their own bubble, but they're not seeing what's really going on here. And then there's, Donald Trump's move to make sure California gets water for people instead of just saving this one tiny fish, which is a slap in the face to their green narrative. All right. But remember, at his inauguration, you can see it clear as day, defeat written on all the faces of those who ran up against him. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, looking like they're in some sort of alternate reality where they're now on the losing side. But meanwhile, Donald Trump is just beaming with confidence, as he should. And it was almost like they're watching a roast where he's the one with the mic roasting everyone in sight. Biden looked like that old grumpy puppet from Jeff Dunham's performances. Walter, all frowns and no smiles. And Kamala, well, let's just say she looked like she was just waiting for the whole thing to be over so that way she can go ahead and grab herself a drink. Now, if you want a picture of what Hollywood's war with Donald Trump looks like, I mean, this was it. I mean, it's not about some movie magic. It's about real world impact or the lack thereof. You see, they're outflanked, outgunned, and now they're resorting to these particular symbolic gestures on social media. And that's no surprise there. I mean, even Mark Hamill, as you all know, who played Luke Skywalker, he's over on Blue Sky, the opposing platform on Twitter for liberals that no one's using, posting black images for a fade blackout. It's like a kid who thinks if they cover their eyes, you can't see them. Now, Hamill, once our hero, now looks like he's channeling the disillusioned Luke from the the Last Jedi, saying it's time for the Jedi to end by retreating to obscurity, basically. Now, Hollywood, they've lost the plot. You see, they need to return to the center, not go on out further on these limbs and stuff. Now, you don't have to be a fan to see the way forward and stuff. It's not through extremism or coming up with thousands of gender identities. It's about reconnecting with the real world itself, where people care about practical things, not just performances, okay? And this isn't just about, Donald Trump or politics at all. It's about who gets to shape our culture. And Hollywood has been outmaneuvered, all right? As you all can see, they've lost touch. And if they went back in the game, well, they just need to start listening to what America is actually saying. Not just the echo of their own voices in their fancy studios, okay? But the secret and the irony, well, Hollywood, the master of narratives, has totally missed the narrative of our time. You see, they've made this melodrama where they're the heroes and Donald Trump is the villain, but everyone's walked out of that theater. Okay, and that's no surprise there because we're fed up with it. But their response, more of the same. Virtue signaling, boycotts on platforms where they've got no real power, and those endless self-congratulatory award shows like the Emmys and stuff where they preach to their choir. But in the real world, where folks like you and me are worried about jobs, safety, and the kids' futures, this doesn't fly at all. You see, it's also like, it's like watching a movie where, the twist from the start. You see, Hollywood's play to control Trump's narrative is like a screenwriter out of fresh ideas, basically just rehashing old plots, hoping for a miracle, kind of like what Kathleen Kennedy does. But the audience, they've evolved. They're not the passive watchers of old. They're active, they're informed, and they're not buying the whole celebrity hype anymore. You see, everyday people like me and you can see through the smoke and mirrors, the fake protests, even the scripted drama, okay? And Donald Trump, well, guess what? He's the wild card who's turned the script on its head by understanding what the audience wants better than Hollywood has ever done. Okay, he's not he's not a character in their show. He's rewritten the whole thing to be about the people, not the elites. Okay, so basically, what's the lesson here? You see, Hollywood's got to wake up. The cultural scene has changed, and guess what? They can't just keep making the same content over and over again. They need to engage with the society that's more diverse in thought than ever. Now, their war with Donald Trump isn't just about politics. It's their right to stay relevant. It's their fight to go ahead and stay relevant in an age where trust in them has slipped through their fingers, okay? And that's no surprise right there either, because as you all know, the old saying, if you go woke, you go broke. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional details or thoughts you might have on this particular topic. If you enjoy what was shared in this video, go ahead and smash the like button, share the video far wide across social media. And if you have done so already, enjoyed all the content that I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Till then, peace.